Hello, we're getting started with the second case study for today. So share the video, we'll see it. All you guys doing stuff today, so you're not tuning in directly, but take care to share the video, share, and let other people learn something about this case study. Like I said, this has to do this case study with our mining program. Risk-free, totally different thing with being that we but with the case study I'm interested in day trading, and now that it's already have no without in the world. That's why we do it every month, and continue with this today. So let's get this down here. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we filled out this form. As you can see, the notes, we had to go looking, figure out what was the issue, why I couldn't find this info, and that was simply, it saves it for some reason. On this system, it's saving it as text.txt. It doesn't give me an option to change the title. So in any case, I've been saving these, but I couldn't find them because of that. In any case, this is again to recapitulate what the case study involves. The case study is looking for 7-day buy and sell opportunities. We're looking for a pattern. So we rely heavily on this part here, this pattern here, to give us, bring us a coin to our attention. We are looking at the pattern to see if it provides for a possible daily profit or income of $100 for this case study. And for that, we are considering leveraging with the third, which is grow the initial investment of $20. So if we can grow the $20, for example, we saw in the previous video, I forget which of these coins was it, Carbon Coin or Sol or Zeta Micron, one of those coins. We figured that with raising our initial, growing our initial investment up to $300, we could achieve then the second goal of $100 profit based on the 7-day past performance. So in either case, this is what we're looking to do. We want to get coins that would facilitate as much as possible this, even after, including after growing the initial investment. So the growing of the initial investment could be considered the second most important thing. If we can grow the initial investment to then be able to realize a daily profit of $100, and that is also, again, if we can find one that can give us a daily profit of $100, very doubtful with the low entry point here, but that would be the optimal. And then obviously the having growth for the initial investment is obviously the third goal. Now, this case study does not need that the coins we choose are available. Again, we're only looking for charted coins. It doesn't matter if the thing is available or not, or as long as it's being recorded on the chart. That's all we need for our test. And then we are not having a heavy reliance on coin viability factors like white paper and all that. And we also, in the previous streams, we showed that had really nothing to do with anything. I think even with the Jesus coin that we looked at in the last stream, you know, it really, being jovial that it is, there's ups and downs, there's buy and sell opportunities even in that coin, and that's really all that we're looking at. So we don't need to have coin viability. We don't need to see if this coin is going to survive through next year. We're not interested in that. We're interested in this month, and that it have an up and down pattern. So that's basically what this case study is focused on. Now, in our previous stream, we already did this fourth page. I'm going to go into the fifth. And in the fifth page, we're looking for that roller coaster of hell kind of pattern. And here we see that it starts out and non-qualifying, but it's certainly, let's see what the low here is, 006, and then it's almost a doubling, isn't it? Yeah. So that's a doubling right there, but it doesn't repeat the doubling, goes up a third mostly. So see, we're looking for something that has this type of pattern, but repeatedly throughout the 7 days. All of these here are not doing that, so they're not in the running, not even our consideration. This might have just one peak here, which is of interest, 9, and then goes up to 18. You see that? So that's a doubling, but it's only one. Again, we're looking for more roller coaster from hell type of patterns. Not good enough here. And again, you know, it's just looking for the right, pattern. Nothing there. We're starting from the very low entry point coins, because it's easy for them to go up and down, as you see, and for you to realize double, triple, and as we saw, quadruple your money with these, and they're cheap to get into. Again, we're not giving any investment advice. We do not recommend you putting your money into crypto. Our program removes all risk from crypto. So if you're interested in crypto and you don't want to risk your own money, head on over to classiphorium.com. That's a PH there. classiphorium.com/mine, M-I-N-E, and take a look at our risk-free crypto program, risk-free. This is just a case study, just for us to fool around with and make some analysis. Now this one here goes up from a 1516 here from a previous 10. And let's go, it goes down to an 11 and then goes up to a 16. See that? Which is pretty much 50%, and does it again here from an 11 up to a 17. That 3 times. Which is more than half of the value, so that it goes up almost to twice. So this is something we would look into. It's not doing it as often as I would like, but you know, we're not getting too many of those opportunities. And there's another one below it which we'll also look for, so we'll look at that. This is the Sigma coin. And we're not getting much information there. Let's look at the chart. Let's remove market cap, total market, percent, volume. None of this is of any interest to us now. You know, the valuation hasn't decreased much. It is there, but it's a slow, the bottom is slowly descending. But like I said, slowly descending. You can see here in the 7-day, it's actually gaining height. So here we see it. It's a 0.010 to a 0.015. So then that represents you know, almost half, 50% higher, right? And from a 0.0113 to a 0.01771, it's that's pretty good. That's a good jump. And this is these are from one day to now, May 31st. May 31st, 15, 16, May 31st, June 1st. It starts off at 0.011 and goes up again. That was this morning. Was that this morning or yesterday? Yesterday. And then it stayed up today. It should go down. So although we wouldn't buy into this now, this is a good coin for us. We will have to wait to see it drop. It should drop again to the 0.0114, 115, 116, and that would be a buy-in for this coin, and we can expect a few times of it going up like that. So this would be another coin we will look at. Sigma when it goes down. Sigma coin. Let's look at what the purpose of that is, what this coin does anyway, if there's any information available. Nothing that we can see. So let's just get the URL copy, and that'll be something for us to keep an eye out for that. Okay, now below Sigma, there was another one had similar heights. It looks like from a 1.7 to a 22. That's almost also giving the same. That's a Crypto Insight. So let's look at that one. Crypto Insight. Product strength is 96%, people. 30% GitHub coin strength, 43. Brand awareness, 30%. All right. We're going to look at purpose of the Crypto Insight. And it's it tracks wallet addresses, individual cryptocurrencies for exchanges, manage your holdings, and view your portfolio value against your purchase market values at that point in time. Intelligent notifications that trigger based on certain conditions that you specify for cryptocurrencies and exchanges for any time period, such as buy-sell walls, trade volume, order book, price, or relative chart changes. Performs analysis and provides insights on existing cryptocurrency trends based on your selected preferences. So it's something that we are doing now manually. This thing will do it automatically and bring out that information for you. Enjoy cryptocurrency and portfolio prediction models derived from historical data using AI and machine learning, or simply use Monte Carlo simulations to perform risk analysis, which is what we're doing. We're performing a manual live simulation, and we're doing what this thing does automatically, apparently. To perform risk analysis, automatic signals sent out to inform the users that certain cryptocurrencies on exchanges might indicate profitable trade opportunities based on their algorithms, and I'm employing my own, right? The ability to share your successful portfolio alerts models with other users for a price you set using a smart contract to facilitate, my goodness, the transfer of such transactions. Alright, so basically it also is monetized with sharing that information with others, a very common practice in investing type of markets. And I might even be part of what this thing does. So let's look at part of what the value is in this coinage. Alright, so that was it for that very short video. Basically, it does what we're doing manually. It is, I guess, a platform if you look at it that way. Crypto Insight is initially a mobile application and will later become a fully fledged web platform which offers real-time alerts on cryptocurrency market shifts as they are about to happen. Crypto Insight offers an all-in-one interface to view and manage your portfolio, predicts cryptocurrencies deemed safe for investment based on historical analysis and current market trend. In addition to allowing users to set up watchers to alert on various cryptocurrencies based on their invocation criteria, Furthermore, Crypto Insight will also use historical data models and apply machine learning to obtain prediction models for cryptocurrencies and portfolios. As I see, the surge of cryptocurrencies has put more pressure on traders to keep track of the market and media in an attempt to invest with low risk and high return. It has become notoriously difficult to keep up with the constant emergence of new coins and technologies. The market is continuously in a volatile state as media announcements can usually swing the pendulum in any direction in a matter of minutes. Crypto Insight is a desktop and mobile application which offers insights and analytics on your portfolio. But it can't give you the insight on the pendulum. That's in a rather number of minutes. I mean, everyone's going to get hit. So it's almost like it's a crash warning system, but it's like it alerts you just a few seconds before the crash. It's the same amount of time your brain already realizes that, hey, you're going to crash. And like there's no time for you to do anything about it. So that's all. In other words, they're becoming an alert for really, you're going to know about it in a moment anyway because it's going to hit. There's practically nothing you can do about it. It's not. I don't see where this is going to save you from everything. A wide range of utilities and tools will be at hand for crypto enthusiasts to determine which currencies are safe for investment. There's no safe investments. That's BS. There are no cryptocurrencies safe for investment. Based on historical analysis and current market trend, is that none of them are safe. Even worse, how their portfolios faring, what has been the most profitable currency at a certain selectable time range, and more. Furthermore, Crypto Insight will also use historical data models and apply machine learning to obtain the prediction models for cryptocurrency and portfolios in the future. It's all guesses. Bottom line, Crypto Insight is different from other tools. I mean, there's no different than my using the 7-day pattern, a historical pattern, and I'm hoping that it continues in that pattern. That's it. But you have to realize that it may not. It simply may not continue that pattern. That's all. That's the reality. If it continues the pattern, then fine. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's as simple as that. Crypto Insight is different from other tools or sites such as CoinDesk, Blockfolio, and so on, as it does not relate to just displaying your static assets and the values thereof. It enables the user to run a wide set of tests, such as backtesting, to determine their growth patterns. Again, it's like what we're doing now. We're looking at patterns and testing the pattern. Another important distinction is that it does not save any of its user data on the service, nor does it transmit any user data. All data is stored locally on the user's client. Alright, so basically this automates, or at least it's doing what we're doing now through the case study. That's what this is doing. You probably have to set up the parameters just like I'm doing now myself. I guess it gives you basically this Crypto Insight project gives you control of the factors that I'm going to be placing on these coins manually. That's all. That's all that does. Just gives you the chart for you to set, buy and sell, margins, and for it to give you alerts. And basically that's it. So that's all that's going to do. Is that something a lot of people will be interested? I'm sure they will. I mean, I'm not saying they wouldn't. For me personally, I'm going to do this manually as a test. So, I understand perfectly what they're talking about there. We've just posted more information on the upcoming release data and what's going on with exchanges currently for Crypto Insights a month ago. So basically this is trying to be they're going to sell access membership to their customizable charts with alerts capability, and that's basically what that is. Alright, so what we're interested in is simply the price of this coin, up and downs, we like. We like the big swing here, 0.018 up to 0.022, 0.023. So that's about what, 6? No, 5. Going 5 up. It's not a lot. Not a lot. Still basically a third. 224 drops down to 1/6 is about half of that. It's 158 goes up to 21. So 15 goes up by 30%. So it's basically 30%. You notice that most of these coins are jumping up 30%. That falls in line with our $300 invested to get $100 a day. Basically what this is showing us that's possible here. And it could be the best that you can get. Simply, as far as I can see, it may be the best deal in town. Right now it's going flat for a bit. And it looks like a longer, it looks like only a longer bit than before. You know, again, this thing can go up or down. It's trending upwards, but in either case, it's something that I mean, at 30%, I'm gonna have to use it because I just don't see anything else. I don't see anything else doing better. So I'm just going to put it here again. I'm going to obviously add better ones here if I find them. But at this point, these seems to be, for our case study, the best that I've been able to find so far. So we're going to keep these in our consideration list, or on our consideration list. Okay, so that's Crypto Insight, and what attracted us to that was a similarity to the Sigma coin, which we also kept. You see that roller coaster ride from hell type of thing. These are a lot of little bumps here, but not enough of the big bumps. So same thing here. You're looking for that big up and down teeth. These for teeth. This looks like, that looks like some teeth there. That's the sex coin. No, that has some teeth, but it's being ground down here. But this, yeah, this is teeth. This is teeth. So that's what we're looking for, some teeth. Here's some teeth here. This is the dollar online. Dollar online. Let's look at that. Dollar online. Let's look at the chart. Now you can see that in the month, dollar online has not been performing the way we wanted during the month. It's only now in this last part of the month that it's been having the pattern that we're looking for. 7-day, this pattern can continue, it may stop. That's the risk with this pattern. So that's a real possibility. So we gotta see if the jumps are worthy of our attention. 013, 020. It's about 50% jump there. 0147, and another 50% jump there. So this is another 50% jumper. Another 50% jumper. Here we have a whole, no, it's actually a 30% jumper, but here you have the you have more than a 50%. Let me see here. Yeah, you have a very good jump here, but there's only one. is simply 30% as you go. That's another 30%. I'm going to put it here. Dollar Online, that's going to be, I guess, the purpose of that is to be another cryptocurrency. Dollar Online is an X11P proof of work, proof of stake cryptocurrency with 20% APY and staking rewards. New worldwide e-currency after Bitcoin. And they're trying to be like the second Bitcoin. What's the news on this? I'm not watching the official website. $1 per coin is what they're looking at. So yeah, I see what they're doing. They're trying to get this to be a dollar. Is it a dream? They're trying to equate this to the dollar. That's what they're trying to do. The price of it is still, it's at the penny mark right now, as it is. So it's at the penny mark, going to 2 cents soon. So that's where that is at. But again, that has nothing to do with our case study. We're simply looking at it in terms of the up and downs. Can we double our money? Can we get $100 a day? And we can do that if we up it to $300. So this is another one that needs a $300 investment to create the $100 every time it goes up and down. So all right, see what else we can find here of interest, folks. So that was the dollar, your coin. Teeth, show me your teeth. Show me your teeth. Okay. We have some interesting ones here too. Excuse me. This is 25, 19. 0206 026. Zero 15 two. This is a money doubler here. This is a money doubler here. So we have 1, 2 instances within a 7-day period. Mincoin. That's 4, 3, so 3. Number 1 to 03. this was a doubling here as well. 273. Nothing to write home about yet. Zero 3 0 4. Wow, wow, wow. These are all squiggly, but they don't go high enough. Again, we need higher highs and lower lows. That's what I'm looking for. And a little more consistency. And the pattern, I'm looking for that teeth pattern. The tooth pattern here. 0 5. Okay, this is a doubler right here. It's not doubling any longer. Would have been nice. 3023248. This went up 3 times here very nicely. 3 5 6 0. Now it's popping up to 7. This was popping up, and I wouldn't get into that one because it can very easily just start dropping down. It's going at this higher in its last 7 days. So now the prices are getting higher. We're really now in the dime level, 10 cents per coin. Here's the whale coin at 8, so we're getting up there in the price evaluation of these coins. And you can see what's really the difference between these coins and the cheaper coins, and the answer to that is nothing. Nothing. Just look at it graphically. It's all the same type of squiggly lines. Most of them are reds, meaning that they're losing value until they're not, and then they turn green. This is practically, they all have the same type of characteristics, um, except we're looking for a specific pattern and a depth and height to them, particularly. Well, what we're doing here, we have a 12 and a high of 16. Again, a 30% increase there. And I'm just going to go, I'm going to go as high as $1 or so. You see this large band here, 27 from a 13, was it? Yeah, that's a doubling. This one is doubling every few days. That's the A chain. Let's look at the A chain, 14 cents a bit. $470 in the past 24 hours. Now here you can see here that in the past month, it hasn't really shown that activity until recently. See that? And and this, the moment we get into this, it can very easily get back into this pattern you see here. So again, if you're interested in our mining program, it has nothing to do with what you're watching now, and it involves no risk. Go to classiforium.com/mine, M-I-N-E. Let's go to the 7-day. And these are the doublings that I'm really excited about here. 13, and then 13 cents, and then it goes up to 27. That's double your money. It's taking 1, 2, 3, 4 days before it goes down. Here it was 1, 2, 3 days of sliding downward. See that? 3 days of sliding downward, and then it pops up. So this doesn't really qualify for $100 a day. The other ones, even though they're just 30% hikes, with with $300, and 30% would be $100. So you can make $100 with that. But this takes too long. But this is a good option for doubling your money, though. So and for the what was that? Was that the second option or the third? The third goal was to was to increase the initial investment. So investment growth. And this one obviously looks like it'll give you some profit. We don't know how long, but it can do this a little more time. And for that reason, I'll probably put it here as an option. AC chain. Alrighty. Let's get purpose if we have any. A chain lets users tokenize assets on the blockchain. Tokenize assets. So let's look at that. Okay, nice video. Doesn't say much, but it looks fancy, doesn't it? The AC Chain is a global open source public chain offering digitization services to real assets. It combines blockchain technology, AI, big data, and Internet of Things, supplying the life cycle service of production, circulation, and settlement to asset digitization. So it's just saying that they have a right. Basically, what this says is that they have a right to do Bitcoin too. It's just simply what it says. You have to go to its website if they have one to really see what they're doing. Since I'm a curious chap, we'll do that. We'll see if we can find. This is Chinese, is it? Yeah. Chinese. Let's see what it says here. Okay, it's Meet AC Chain Project and Platform Introduction. You have to read the white paper. Insurance of digital asset. Digital asset circulation, redemption center, exchange. Like it says, it's just another excuse for having a cryptocurrency. Settlement of digital assets are featured by easy calculation, peer-to-peer transmission, and high encryption. Settlement of digital assets through the AC chain provides traceability of assets flow. Each transaction can be searched. There is bright application prospect in the field of settlement. You know, searching and traceability is advancements of the blockchain. Global open public community. Here you can access to the global valued, personalized, and professional information data in the blockchain industry and the newest real-time information token transactions. That's their community. I guess we'll have to read the white paper just to see what's this all about. Read white paper, so we'll come to the white sheet paper, which we'll read. So the AC means asset collection. Access collection chain. Asset collection. When blockchain first appeared, let's try to give this a little read. When blockchain first appeared, people were full of fear, even demonized it. However, it still exists, developing against all odds. Today, blockchain has become the attention of the world. On October 31st, 2008, the date we first learned about blockchain through Bitcoin, resulted in a serious chain reaction like a butterfly effect. Okay, alright, here's the story. After the digitization, tokenization, and symbolization of material assets, all assets can be mapped and segmented in order to realize tangible assets registration, issuing, and trading on blockchain. We will have different understandings of its meaning. In the name of blockchain, this white paper will present you the four main axioms in the digital world. It is time to leave arrogance, ignorance, parochialism, and prejudice behind, and also your sense of sanity that I added. The first axiom: obtain your seat in blockchain, DAO, registration, and membership system. The best way to get started with a journey. All of this seems like they're brainwashing you. Doesn't it sound like that? Based on point-to-point collaboration system of blockchain, it opens to all participants who not only will have the rights to gain all information, but also can share the economic value and verify all. The way they kill this English language, and verify all, and verify all. Is this a word in the spelling bee? And verify transactions. This will realize an equal and open economic collaborating system for different organizations. What does that mean? Individuals and intelligent agents to develop a sharing economy. Though through the membership of blockchain, we can build an equal and open internet economy space in different countries and regions, so all participants can partner with each other and share the achievement of digital technology and digital economy development. That's all done by them buying and trading in the coin. That's all. You know, it's all this language. All it means is you buy and sell the coin. That's it. This membership functions as the ID for participants. Once the registration in blockchain completes, the membership system will be applied. Oh man, they make it sound so technical, right? The second axiom is to obtain DAO. ICO is the recognition from the chain communities. ICO is one of the ways for token public issuing. It changed the logic and pattern. For source. The digital asset tokenization increases the credibility and circulation of assets. The exchange of token to token is the core method of ICO. The objects for ICO include, but not limited to, virtual products, usufruct credentials, fund units, equity shares, and other digital assets through issuing tokens. ICO seeks trades with other digital assets and obtains approval from existing communities to fully realize the cross-chain transactions, exchanges, and circulation funds. I'm laughing because it's a lot about nothing. Who is managing blockchain and who is managing digital asset general ledger? What about token registration, circulation, and or exercise? So this is a digital asset organization, I think it's called. Is that what that it means? Decentralized. That's what the D means. Decentralized asset organization. Am I right? Does not mean no management. DAO, Distributed Self-Management Organization, is the blockchain. That's what it supposedly means, I guess. Is the blockchain self-management organization which can operate on its own under the rules of the minority, obeying the majority and social equality. Those rules are existing so as smart contract in blockchain. Social equality. In virtual space or reality, all social models can join DAO, commercial, non-commercial. For thousands of years, our ancestors have created and evolved a completed social operating system from banana to cupcake, right? Today, our mission is applying blockchain technology through DAO's concept and pattern to rebuild it. The meaning of DAO is to link billions of people through point-to-point method in blockchain community, which makes the new sharing pattern the main economic life. Allowing everyone to become a customer, all activities to become a form of cooperation. The process is how digital society is built, or digital socialist society. Everyone's a customer, and everything that's done is cooperative. So they're building, this is the Chinese mentality, folks. I'm sorry to get political on it, but you guys gotta understand what's the thinking behind this, and that we know it's Chinese. They're thinking social cooperation. Yes, DAO is not far from our real life, especially not you from China. We are using it and taking part in it every day. I'm sure DAO that based on each token's chain is created in the success of ICO. Small change of individual changes overall situation. Let's look about the artificial intelligence. With the development of asset digitization, a global ledger, all things ledger, was born at the right time. This reads like a religious book. The artificial intelligence system between BlockScan, self-study, and self-improve, and the numbers of new members who I say that because I've been a preacher for many years. I've been in church since I was 8. That makes it about 46 years ago. 46 years in church. And about 40 years or so dealing with other people and their religions, their different religious ideas, and reading their literature and all that. And this just strikes me just like one of their literature, one of those many literature that has their jargon, they speak in a certain way, and they give this mystique about, in those cases, error and logic, but they give it a name, so then it becomes this thing, which is really no thing, but they create something by creating a term and calling it, labeling nothing with that term. And that's what they do a lot. This thing reads like that. So right off the hand, this thing it's not something that I personally that I would trust based on the way it's reading. Okay, let's look at the artificial intelligence here. System between BlockScan, self-assessment, and the numbers of new members who will take part in decision making, voting, etc. in blockchain community is increasing. Even a small change by an individual has a significant effect on the blockchain data. The asset digitization is the greatest application of the blockchain, which is focusing on the reconstitution of the digital era. Our life demands more digitization. We need to build a distributed general ledger to record asset transactions. So what's wrong with Bitcoin? In addition, we use encryption and consensus algorithm to build the trust and solve. I mean, you're trying to be like Bitcoin. We're not going to mention Bitcoin, are we? And solve the problems in value transferring from point to point has already been done. Only when assets can be circulated after digitization, the universal value of blockchain can be realized. Blockchain is doing it, mijo. I'm sorry about that. It's just I'm looking at this and I get more and more skeptical if I were looking at this as an investment. Let's look at the pictures here and take note. Take note at the placement of these icons. Just take a note. I picked this stuff up right away. So who's at the forefront here? Just take a look. Who's in the front on this picture? Oh man, they are just so clearly biased. It's not funny. And look, and they got Mao here. Look, it's Mao. Mao Zedong. My goodness, they're up front and center with it. This is it. I've discovered the China connection, guys. Here's the China connection. So they got the British in the back here. They have the US in the back there. And in the front, they have Mao Zedong. Oh man. Oh Lord have mercy. Okay. So China, US, and Britain, United Kingdom. So the AC chain is a platform and tool of asset digitization. This is called the Assets Collection Chain. And it's a global open source community, but front and center with China, right there. I did some scopes on China. I continue to be looking out for what China is doing politically. I don't want to make this into a political stream, but gotta watch what China's doing, folks. I'm not gonna keep reading this because it just sounds like a religious tract made to just make it sound like they're talking about something, and for some reason in my mind I don't see anything here. The general ledger token for regional circulation. In this ecosystem, each node's token can use the general ledger token to realize regional circulation, and using the ACC to realize international circulation. It says we are changing the world by using the AC chain. We are asset collection chain. We are changing the world by building an integrated ecosystem and a social value system. You mean a socialized? This guy, I just don't trust these words. Socialized. Socialism. In this system, the owner of the assets is also the owner of the token, and the infinite assets are managed by an open, trustworthy, and decentralized organization. Chapter 3, the DAO registration, DAO, and membership system. More terminology, folks. More terms. Now you gotta realize there's over 1,500 of these. My. 1,500 coins trying to say that they are what the world needs now. See, these guys are really getting into it. They've got an equity token, an application token, and a commodity token. They've created a game. This is a board game, folks. They just created a game. They created all these things. They got 3 tokens in there. I mean, this is getting ridiculous. They got the assets token. Oh my goodness. They got this whole thing, voting time, publicity period. Oh my goodness. Now they want to take over the ICO system by broadcasting it through the AC chain. You know, it's like a takeover. This is kind of like a takeover of the if crypto became a monetary system, the AC chain would try to take it over. This is what it's trying to do, trying to muscle in. It has the potential of being a takeover attempt. That's what this looks like. I love to see some commentary on this. I would love to see some commentary on this. I mean, this is a whole ecosystem. It's what they've done. They're creating a whole ecosystem and basically trying to take over Bitcoin, you know, remove Bitcoin from its high seat and create this other entity. And it's a caprice, really. It's capricious. Okay, we reached the end of that thing. Goodness. I don't know how much more of that I could take. I really don't know how much more I could take. These guys are trying to take over the Bitcoin cryptocurrency markets, guys. Okay. Well, like I said, this was the AC chain here. Again, we'll just keep a note of that. Okay, we're up to 17 cents. Now we're going into a quarter. I'm not going to go much more after this. I think this will be my last one. We have enough for the test, the case study. Once we get into these higher numbers, I don't think we'll see the same amount of doubling potentials that we saw in the smaller coins. Let's one more time, and we'll call it a day. Once we've identified, I'm going to go offline. I'm going to update my software with these links, and the next broadcast won't be until Monday. Will be our first fantasy investment, and we'll begin tracking from Monday on our test coins. Yeah, we got something here. This is 26 cents up to 35. That's like 9, right? And then it went from 29 up to 41, 43. That was like half, like 50% again. It's like mostly what you're going to find the 50 percentile at best. Like you see, the selection for day trading on these coins is practically not even possible. We're already at 50 cents now, and we're not going to bother because we are not seeing the patterns. You see that the patterns are not here at all. That we have set as our parameters. Okay, that being done and set, we're done for this stream. Again, if you are interested in our program, which has nothing to do with what you've been seeing, head on over to classiforium.com/MINE and read up on our no risk precious metals and cryptocurrency program. Classiforium.com/MINE and take a look at the most profitable and safest Bitcoin mining program in the universe. This may be your only chance to create family wealth in your lifetime. What you watch the video, this is not an MLM. It does not involve browser or computer-based mining. This program is a real-world sales commissions-based program. So come and take a look at this. It's a wonderful information. Learn about our program. We even tell you about our mine product here. Fantastic. You need to come, and this is a no-risk program. You do not risk any of your money. I have people in our training program. They're promoting. They're doing. They're already getting people to contact them and get involved with the products that we have and services. They are moving. They are on their way to receive Bitcoin in their portfolios without risking any money. They are well on their way. You need to join them. You only have 2.5 years. 2.5 years to get into this and start making some serious inroads, and our program makes it possible for you. Okay, so until Monday, when we will begin our testing of our day trading case study, I'll see you then. But remember that this program that we have at classiforum.com/mine. It's not about day trading at all. It's not about investing in crypto at all. It is no risk to your money, what you have right now. And in fact, if you are heavily invested in crypto right now, this program will help you swap it out, and you will be able to sleep soundly at night and still be in this game and be a big winner. So I encourage you to take a look at this program and to join us quickly. Time is running out and you're going to miss it for you and your family, and you'll be kicking yourself for the rest of whatever's left of your life that you did not get involved with the safest and most profitable Bitcoin mining program. Just one of our income streams in the mining level. You have to be a mine owner. But just one of these streams available in the mine ownership lease can create for you up to $7,500 per week. Per week. And that's almost a Bitcoin. That's practically a Bitcoin at the prices of these past few days. And let me just check on the price right now. So we got to talk turkey. Let's say it the way it is. Let's check on the price right now of Bitcoin. So let's take that Bitcoin price. And that price right now is $7,645. You can be making one Bitcoin in one of our 100 of programs as a mine owner every single week. Every single week as a mine owner. Okay? So again, this is not an automated anything. You have to work at it and you have to build it up to that level. But and I have over 100 different income streams, many of them exclusive to the mine owners only, and 7,500, one whole Bitcoin practically every single week. You cannot do that. Even the best miner or hardware miner that's coming out soon can only give you one Bitcoin every month, and that's if you're lucky. Okay? Our program can build can give you 4 Bitcoin every month in comparison. So you really need to look into our program. Have a nice one. Enjoy your day. Join us Monday. Monday we begin the case study in earnest. Take care.